What if there was one food that could give your body almost everything it needs? You've probably seen the jars and heard the stories. People saying sea moss cleared their skin, boosted their energy, and made them feel better than ever. In this video, I'm going to break down what sea moss really is, the benefits people actually report, and stay until the end. I'll reveal the best sea moss gel I've found, the one I've used for years, and why I trust it. Disclaimer, this video is for informational purposes only and not medical advice. What is sea moss? Quickly, what is sea moss? It isn't a moss at all. It's a group of red algae that grows in the ocean. You'll hear names like Irish sea moss, Chondrus crispus from colder waters, and Gracilaria from warmer regions like the Caribbean. Different species and different drying or processing methods give you gold, purple or green shades, and those colour differences can hint at small changes in texture and mineral balance. Sea moss naturally forms a gel when soaked and blended because of unique soluble fibres. That gel is what most people eat, mix into smoothies or use in recipes. Coastal cultures have used it for centuries as food and traditional medicine, and in modern times it's gone viral as a superfood, in part because practitioners like Dr. Sebi popularised sea plants and brought them to many people's attention. Okay, now that we know what sea moss is and where it comes from, let's get to the part you came for. The benefits people are actually reporting and what the science says. The benefits, nutrition and science of sea moss. First, I'll quickly explain the nutritional profile, because that's what actually explains the benefits people talk about. It's often said sea moss contains 92 out of the 102 minerals the body needs, which would make it the most mineral-dense food on the planet and the ultimate superfood. Lab reports and real-world use back up that broad nutrient picture. But here's an important note. The exact profile changes a lot by species, where it was harvested, and how it was processed, so one jar can differ from the next. Mainstream science confirms sea moss has a very wide mineral range. You'll find high levels of iodine, potassium, calcium, magnesium, iron, zinc, and plenty of other trace minerals. It also supplies soluble fibres, those gel-forming polysaccharides, small amounts of protein, antioxidant compounds, and even traces of omega-3s and amino acids, depending on the species. Much of the most exciting research so far is preclinical or early stage human work. Extracts show antioxidant, immune and prebiotic type activity in lab studies, but large, definitive human trials are still catching up. But as I said in my last video, that was an overall deep dive on sea moss. But let's be honest, if all these amazing benefits were ever actually officially proven, it's easy to imagine the information getting lost. A food this powerful hitting the mainstream, let's just say some people would not be happy about it. In plain English, the biology lines up with many of the claims people make, but large-scale, definitive human studies are still catching up. Or, again, let's be honest, research dollars usually chase things that make money. Real people report real results. The science may only have proven a small amount of things, but millions of people share improvements. Clearer, more hydrated skin, steadier energy, easier digestion, and stories of recovery and dramatic health turnarounds. I'm not saying anecdotes replace clinical trials, but when so many independent people from different countries and backgrounds report the same kind of changes, you can't just ignore clear patterns. That's powerful evidence of real-world value, even if it's not the same as a randomised trial. So with that nutritional and scientific picture in mind, here are the real benefits people report and why they make sense. First, thyroid support, and this is fully proven by science and studies. People say sea moss helps the thyroid because it's naturally rich in iodine, and since iodine is exactly what the thyroid needs to make hormones, that's an obvious nutritional connection. Second, skin, hair, and nails. Many users report clearer, more hydrated skin and stronger hair and nails. The gel-like fibres hold moisture, and the mineral mix supports tissue health, which explains why both eating it and even using it as a quick face mask can make a visible difference. Number 3, gut health and digestion. And this one can actually link to your skin because your gut health apparently is a direct influence on your skin's health. People often notice better regularity and less bloating. Those soluble fibres behave like prebiotic fibre. They feed friendly gut bacteria, and that can really support digestion and gut balance over time. Number 4, immune support and recovery. Lots of people say they recover faster from colds or just feel less run down. As I said earlier, red algae extracts show antioxidant and immune modulating activity in lab studies, so there's a solid biological reason those supports make sense. Number 5, inflammation and joint comfort. Users often report less stiffness and reduced inflammation. Seaweeds contain antioxidants and natural compounds that help regulate inflammation in lab models, so gradual improvements here are believable and consistent with what people experience. Number 6, energy and metabolism. Many say they have steadier energy and better stamina. That often comes down to mineral repletion. Topping up things like iron, magnesium or potassium can genuinely improve energy if you are running low. Number 7, broad mineral repletion, and ocean multivitamin. The way I see it, mineral deficiencies can cause a lot of symptoms in the body. Sea moss is a broad spectrum mineral source, so for people who are low in certain minerals, adding sea moss can top those up. Then, when deficiencies are corrected, people commonly notice improvements, and that's what so many of these testimonies describe. Quick safety note: before you start taking it daily, just a short heads up. If you have thyroid disease or take thyroid medication, are pregnant or breastfeeding, or have a serious health condition, check with your doctor first. And always go for wild harvested, transparently sourced sea moss, ideally with third-party heavy metal testing if that's a concern. Those are the benefits people most often report. Next I'll show you exactly how to use sea moss, and after that I'll reveal the best sea moss I've found. How to use sea moss. Personally, I keep it quick and easy, and always have. I simply just take 1 tablespoon of sea moss gel every morning, just straight. Other common ways people use it: blend 1 to 2 tablespoons into smoothies, stir it into porridge or morning oats, or add it to warm drinks. Some use the gel in soups as a mild thickener, or in vegan desserts like custards and puddings because of its gelling power. If you prefer powder, people sprinkle it into cereals, baking batters, energy balls, or protein balls. Topically, people use the gel as a 10 to 20 minute face mask or hair treatment for hydration. Just start small and just be consistent. The best sea moss gel I've found. This is the sea moss gel I use. Gordon Watkins 100% wild crafted organic Irish sea moss gel from Grenada, 500ml. Here's why I trust it. Origin and sourcing. The listing says it's wild harvested in Grenada and certified organic. Wild crafted from open ocean waters, not pool grown. It's labelled vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, GMO-free and preservative-free, and the brand says they've sold over 100,000 jars. Origin and transparency matters. Simple ingredients. The jar lists only sea moss, spring water and lime. No sugar, no fillers, no mystery additives. Simple ingredients are a big win. Freshness and handling. The seller makes the gel to order and gives clear storage instructions. Refrigerate on arrival, use within a few weeks, or freeze portions for longer. That made-to-order approach is exactly what I want in a daily jar. Practical note: I didn't see a public third-party heavy metal test on the listing. If you're cautious, just ask the seller for the latest lab report before buying. That said, personally I'm not worried because the sea moss is certified organic and wild harvested directly from the Caribbean Ocean, just untouched by man and straight from nature. It's pulled from clean, open ocean waters, far from industrial areas, which makes it as close to its raw, natural state as possible. I'll link the exact jar in the description. If you try it, start with 1 tablespoon a day, straight or in a smoothie. Be consistent for a week and see how you feel. Helpful tips if you're getting it. If you have 1 tablespoon a day, by the time you've finished it, it won't have gone off. For me, postage is £4.99, which adds up. So to make it more cost effective, I buy 2 jars at a time, since postage stays the same until you go up to 3 jars. After that it jumps to around £7.99. Here's what I do. I open 1 jar, have a tablespoon or 2 out of it, and then freeze it. Make sure to take a bit out before freezing. Sea moss expands when frozen and can crack. back the jar. And then I keep the other jar in the fridge and use it as normal. When I'm down to just a few days worth left, I move the frozen one into the fridge to defrost. That way, you always have a fresh jar ready to go. No waste, no rush, and no gaps in your routine. Sea moss is a mineral-rich red algae with huge real-world popularity and growing scientific interest. Millions of people report meaningful improvements for skin, energy, digestion, and more. Used responsibly, it can be a simple daily habit. Source a tested product. Start with 1 tablespoon of gel a day, and check medical advice if you have a specific health condition. If you want the exact gel I use, the link is at the top of the description and pinned in the comments. Try 1 tablespoon a day for a week and drop a sentence below about what changed. I'll read and reply to every comment. If you learned something new, please like and subscribe to keep learning. If you know anyone that's interested in this kind of content, please share this to them, as it really helps me out. If you're trying to improve your health, you will like one of the videos in one of the playlists on screen now. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. And remember, stay positive, even when it seems everything is against you.